As a part of TI Analog Design Contest, we, Preeti and Bhavna from VIT University Chennai, would like to present our idea, Adaptive Technique for Variable Resolution ADC. Conventional ADC with flash architecture have fixed resolution. Our proposed solution overcomes this drawback by providing variable resolution by dynamically varying the number of comparators used in the process. In the stage 1 of the design process, the frequency of the signal is converted to proportional voltage using a frequency to voltage converter. As we can see, a 10 volt bias has been provided to the op amps used, and a reference of 4.9 volt is given to the comparators. A 15 volt input is given to the frequency to voltage converter. The required connections have been made for the frequency to voltage converter, and the output of that has been fed to the comparator. As you can see, the output of the LM331, the frequency to voltage converter, is fed to the comparator LM741. As we can see, pulses are being, sinusoidal input is given to the LM331, and here in the CRO, the pulses are being generated which responds to the frequency variations. Below a certain value, the pulses drop to 0, indicating that signals below the particular frequency are quantized at 3 bit, as we can see in the output here. Now, in the stage 2, we have used a MOSFET to trigger the comparators of the ADC. A set of 8 LM741 is used to build the ADC. Now let's see the functioning of ADC in the 2-bit resolution mode. The ADC responds to large frequency range, and we have 4 reference levels here. It responds to the frequency variation in a larger range, in a wide range, and also to the changes in the amplitude. As the amplitude is changed, the level varies. Now we will see the same variable ADC functioning at 3-bit resolution mode. First, we'll see the frequency variation. Now as we vary the frequency, the levels are reached faster, and this change is observed within the preset frequency range. Now let us see how the ADC responds to the change in amplitude. Now as the amplitude is decreased, the number of levels reached is decreased, giving the appropriate digital output. The amplitude is decreased gradually and the ADC is responding to it. And similarly, if the amplitude is increased, the number of levels increases and gives the corresponding output. As we can see that this design supports signal frequencies in the audio range, and hence it can be used for speech signal processing. We would like to thank Texas Instruments for giving us this opportunity, and we would also like to thank our Dean Hema Malini ma'am and our Professor Venkat sir.